Hello, boils and ghouls. Are you ready for skeletons of fun? Well, we've got some HHN and spooky season announcements coming your way that are really going to be a scream. All right, anyway. Hello, everybody. TK, the Theme King here, coming to you from Spook Central. That upstairs loft of mine, there's the creature hanging out in the back, sitting in the Dracula throne. And in the immortal words of John Murdy, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. And we had something wicked today, a new house announcement. Well, something old, something new, something borrowed, something Latin America. We've got Monstros 2 this year. Monstros 2, Electric Boogaloo. This time it's personal. And you know what? Honestly, I'm all for it. I give it 2 thumbs up. Any questions? Because Murdy can do no wrong when it comes to these Latin America houses. Honestly, you have La Llorona in 2022, Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America in 2023. And what I love about him is that Murdy really does his research. He goes into the mythology, he goes into the lore. He and his art department create some great facades, some great images, some great character designs, and some awesome puppetry. So, you know, let's only hope that we're going to get more of the big puppets like we got in La Llorona, eating kids, that we got like with the big El Saban in Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America. So let's talk about the monsters we're going to see this time out in Monstros 2. You've got El Cadejo, who is a demon dog, a devil dog that lives out in the rural roads, you know, out there and protects travelers apparently. But his eyes will be blue if he's sedated, if he's happy. His eyes will turn red if he's going to attack. So I think we're going to see a lot of red eyes in Monstros 2. But, you know, here we see a look at some of the character design that Murdy shared, and, you know, very classic werewolf. And, you know, you got to love that. It's going to be awesome, awesome stuff. So that's monster number 1. Monster number 2 in Monstros 2 is going to be El Charro, which translates to the horseman. And so I can only hope that we maybe get those really ridiculously creepy skeletal horse heads back, and those big long arm extensions by the scare actors. And El Charro did appear in Scare Zone after either La Llorona or Monstros, but where they had, you know, I think it was after La Llorona, because that was various urban legends from Latin America. So he was there, but now part of this house, and that's going to be awesome because, you know, when you have a horseman, you could have really cool effects of the galloping of hooves and all kinds of stuff to set the stage for El Charro to arrive. Monster number 3 is going to be El Cucuy, who is a big-time heavy hitter when it comes to Latin America monsters. There was an El Cucuy house at HHN Hollywood back in 2013, and now returns here as part of this collection of monstros. Now, the cool thing about El Cucuy is he's basically the Latin version of the boogeyman, and he is fear incarnate. He can take any shape. So I wonder, are we going to see Professor Snape in Neville's grandma's clothes? I don't know, but the thing is, if you remember the 2013 house, there was a creepy doll room, there was a clown room, because El Cucuy manifests our greatest fear. So he's not going to keep to his one singular form. El Cucuy can truly be anything that terrifies us. So watch out, Ray Stantz. Please don't think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Remaining on this Monstros kick, let's just talk about the fact that the original Monstros is coming to Universal Orlando, and I can only think and hope that Murdy shipped them quite a care package of, you know, maybe perhaps that incredible La Lechuza animatronic, some of the costuming that we saw, maybe the giant El Saban puppet. But I can't wait to see what Orlando does with Monstros, because, you know, you had Murdy that did all that research. But when you think of Universal Orlando and HHN, you really think of set design. You know, I mean, they build big. A lot of the houses are built in sound stages, and they can build up. Where Hollywood's maybe sometimes dialed down a little bit height-wise, Orlando really builds up. And I think with Monstros, although I think it'll borrow heavily from, you know, the brainchild that is Murdy, I think that they could probably repurpose a lot of the sets from the Chupacabra house a few years ago and really, you know, kind of flush out an entire Mexican village, Latin America village, where these monsters can reign. But I can't wait to see what Orlando does with Monstros. Ay, Dios mío. The cool thing about the Latin American houses at Hollywood too are the follow-up scare zones. You know, we had the different urban legends of Latin American culture. And then last year we had Los Mummias, the mummies from the various either lucrative or not so lucrative follow-up movies, these make-believe films. And now, you know, we'll see what we get. Word is that we are going to get zombie luchadors. So I am all for that. Lucha, 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 lucha. And in other SoCal Spooky season news, man, oh man, is Six Flags Fright Fest coming hard. It's been announced that now they have gathered the rights to the likes of Stranger Things. Now, personally, I'm happy that Universal has taken a break from Stranger Things. I think been there, done that. But I mean, man, that's a huge get for Six Flags. I mean, just merchandise alone, it's amazing. And I can't wait to see what they do with a Stranger Things house. But on top of that, you know, last year there were some rumblings because Six Flags Magic Mountain last year had Saw X, and now we're talking Conjuring, we're talking Trick or Treat, all these incredible houses, and some which Universal had their try at before. I love the Trick or Treat house, by the way. But now Six Flags gets to throw their hat in the ring with some of these major IPs, and that's huge. And that's going to be a people eater because, you know, last couple years, HHN lines are so long, and even not Scary Farm, but HHN seems to be the kingpin right now. But the fact that Six Flags is coming strong with all these IPs, the fact that Dark Harbor is returning to the Long Beach area and the Queen Mary, RIP Shakoween, means that, I mean, the haunt season's going to be packed here in Southern California, but it's not going to all rest on the shoulders of HHN to carry that burden. Of course, you got the granddaddy of them all, Halloween Haunt, Not Scary Farm. HHN is coming strong. More announcements to come. We're at 3 houses right now. So much more to come. Cannot wait. Spooky season is nearly upon us. It truly will be skeletons of fun. All right, I did that before, so I can't end this video like that. I am a former scare actor, actually. Take a look at this. Yes, I was a blood monk in Lore of the Vampire 2002. But when it comes to ending this spooky season video, let's just end with me screaming at the Pumpkin Lord. See you, everybody. Stay spooky, and I'll see you real soon. Pumpkin